Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, they're enjoying a better winning percentage to this point than we saw last season, an encouraging sign for the players and the front office. And Kenny, part of the early season is about making adjustments. For some, it's new personnel. For others, it's getting situated in a new city and a new arena. Tell us a little bit about that process.
Well, you know, players and coaches have been together for a while.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's been home cooking for the Hornets in the midst of a homestand here in Charlotte. And, of course, Kemba Walker. They really ball. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, and that was a night where they just didn't seem to be the type of team that we've grown accustomed to seeing. I mean, it was more about them being individuals on the floor than the collective unit.
Guys, I think it was simply a vacuum of leadership. Nobody really gathered the team and tried to rally them or pull them together. You know, that was most disappointing about the loss to me.
Taking a look at the 76ers. On the wings, Roten and Grant. Joel Embiid out there with Okafor. And it's Marshall in at the point guard position. The 76ers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Jefferson. Cody Zeller comes in for Terrence Jones. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Fournier. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Landry's checked in.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Grant, that's good.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
From 20 feet out, and again another shot drained there from Freak.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Marshall. Cans the 12-footer. Marshall's got his first bucket in this one.
That's a very good high-percentage look right there.
And a wide-open look for Freak. Good on the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Marshall. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
He's got to quit while he's ahead, Kev. It worked that last time, but that's an invitation for a turnover.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded closely. Landry with a screen for Marshall. And it's Freak with the rebound.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Now, here's Roten. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Hornets dance team.
And here's Freak on the importance of preparing for games.
In my opinion, of course, just in my opinion, You can never practice enough. You know, even though I've been playing ball my whole life, I'm always finding ways to improve, putting up jumpers, working on defensive schemes. Our coaching staff helps us practice all kinds of game situations so that when the time comes, we'll be prepared.
You know, Clark, is there anyone that really doubts the importance of practice?
No, not at all. I mean, to get to any level of consistent performance, you've got to put the time in, and every player knows that. Some guys just take it to a different level, and Freak certainly has shown that he's willing to come early and stay late, and you can see the fruit of that labor in his game.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Nerlens Noel. He's out there with Okafor. Thompson is out there with Robert Covington.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Lets the three fly. Okafor grabs the miss.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Jefferson kicks to Freak. And Okafor with the block. Oliverio defended by Batum. Covington's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. There's the bucket. Good. Freak's got 15.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Thompson outside. Pick by Okafor. Here's Oliverio. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. That's on Terrence Jones.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Philadelphia.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the second half beginning in just a moment.
What a performance.
Hornets. Cody Zeller comes in for Al Jefferson. And Freak subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Freak, he's in at point guard. Terrence Jones out there with Batum. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Fournier in at the 2. So that's the Hornets 5. The dish now to Covington. Pick by Okafor. Here's Oliverio. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. He's got 5.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Screen by Jones. And Fournier kicks to Freak from downtown. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
The screen from Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the 76ers lead by 6. Charlotte has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And that one's good. Freak.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Pass to Okafor. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Oliverio. Offline with his 3.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And it's Freak missing. Philadelphia leading by 4. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Batum. And it's Noel missing. The Hornets have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's Freak. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Freak's got 22.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Oliverio. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Batum trying to break loose. And another hit. Shot made once more from Freak.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way. Guys, he's got the length to get to the rim, and when he gets there, you never see a clumsy or awkward finish out of him. Everything is smooth and fluid.
Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. 5th on the list, Nerlens Noel.
Well, when you have a great shot blocker on your team, it gives the other guys confidence and denies the opponent easy shot opportunities. And all of that contributes to winning.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Kaminsky is checked in for Terrence Jones. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Fournier. They double him with Freak. Embiid kicks to Covington. Embiid the screen. Covington dishes to Embiid. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, early on in the season still, but Kevin, it's time to take a look at where the 76ers sit right now in the league stats. 2nd in opponent points per game, 3rd in opponent field goal percentage. And they're among the NBA's most opportunistic teams. I mean, in terms of scoring points off turnovers, they've carved out a spot in the top 5 in the league.
And going back to their points allowed ranking, they slow the game down, forcing opponents to score in the half court. I mean, if you can score at all, really suffocating you on defense.
They set the screen. Here's Freak. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First free throw is good. And both free throws good from Freak.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Marshall passes to Covington. There's 31 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Embiid, no good. Charlotte trailing. Here's Freak. And the jumper is on the mark. Freak's got 13 points in just this quarter. 19 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Roten, defended by Lin. And the first one drops. Charlotte making a switch here.
Tony, substitution.
And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 6. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Tony Roten, Okafor out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Robert Covington. Here's Freak. And again, the Hornets missing.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Roten, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
The second chance effort. And the basket by Jones.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the 76ers coach as he addressed his team. He told his guys, it's time to turn it up a little and try to make a push. We've worked too hard to come away empty-handed. Let's put this thing away. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
There's a screen by Noel. Oliverio. And Jefferson sends it back.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Noel. He's got 11 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion. Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
76ers moving the ball over. Misses the 3.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Pass to Jones. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Here's Lynn. Long range from the inbound, and it's Noel with the rebound. Now Marshall. So the 76ers win it. This
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player. Right out of the gates, he came out strong, making his first 3 shots and helping establish some. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For